guys, so today I'm going to be talking about police racial profiling and how it is a crucial issue in law enforcement today. This matter is defined by any action taken to protect the public based off of race, stereotypes, and ethnicity, instead of singling out an individual for different treatment. This issue always refers to negative treatment because it involves the inequitable handling of racial minorities. Black communities have been complaining about this for over decades. The unfair treatment of being constantly stopped, searched, and questioned on the daily for no apparent reason. Even if it's simply engaging in an activity such as jogging through a park, it will be perceived suspicious based off of skin color. Even though this is violating the charter rights and the right to equality, the rates of police racial profiling are growing. This disparity does exist in the real world, confirmed by all the incidents that have occurred and remain occurring in 2018. The impact this has on Black and other racialized communities has not only gone from carding people, but the use of lethal force. For example, Michael Brown's story. This sparked outrage, grief, and protest globally. Michael Brown was an innocent African-American teenager who was not participating in any illegal activity and also to mention was unarmed, was shot by an officer repeatedly after surrendering to him. The town in which Michael Brown has lived in was characterized in racism and white privilege. Authorities targeted Black locals by arresting them or even incarcerating them. This instance shows us how corrupt our society is based off of foreign bias, prejudice judgments based off of race. This incident is an example of how police misconduct transpires because of the mistreatment of racial groups in the justice system, such as the court. This could be an underlying reason as to why officers are taking part in this behavior, as well as the film Grey's Anatomy took disparate treatment in ethnic minorities to one step further. An innocent Black boy was shot by officers who assumed he was breaking into a home while entering through a window. This inherent stereotypical association between Black people and crime has clouded these officers' judgment and got this young boy killed for what reason? He had to cut his life short for being a kid, for forgetting his keys, strategizing to finding a way into his own home. In this film, the boy was considered as the other because based off of the unconscious bias of white cops making associations between Black people and the threat they pose on the public. Also, in the last clip, parents giving their Black child the talk was showing a lack of privilege because the reaction is different from a white kid to a Black kid. This bias is so deeply embedded in our minds that this shooting was almost as if it was a natural reaction. How are we supposed to have the slightest bit of hope when our authority, the people who are supposed to enforce the betterment of our safety and morals, the people we're supposed to trust, are the ones enabling this behavior? Yes, we are all subjected to our own opinions, our own emotions to an extent. However, this does not give you the right to degrade racial minorities. A solution to ameliorate the negative impacts of the conventional image and bias of Black people is needed. It's never too late to make a change. In order to do so as a society, we need to raise awareness by furthering our education by inserting courses regarding bias and stereotypes in our education system. We need to uncover where and why this bias is coming from and why it's still increasing. Biases are formed and reinforced by media. Therefore, in order to reduce discrimination amongst racial minorities, we need to promote all races with positive roles in our society. Eliminating police racial profiling is not only our right, it is our duty. Remember, crime does not have a color.